Yeah, great.
First of all, my name's Jeff.
Hey, Jeff, I'm Noah.
Noah? Okay.
How's it going?
Good biblical name.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what do you think happens after we die? What's your initial reaction? And
My initial reaction is to tell you that I grew up in a Jewish home, in a kosher home, and the Jews, they don't do heaven and hell. They do the here and now and collective energy of God. And since becoming an adult, my mother has moved to the Quaker church, and my father is the head of his small congregation of his synagogue. So the idea of an afterlife wasn't really implanted in me very much when I was growing up.
mm-hmm.
It was more about community activism, political activism, social, positive social change, changes in criminal justice, stuff like that. Those were the angles, I think, that were instilled in me by my family.
Yep.
So I think a whole lot more about how to do little things here and now, as opposed to wondering about what's on the other side.
Yeah.
And we all have people that we miss terribly, and that we value the time that we got to spend with them.
We're on camera.
We're being filmed right now.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. I'm making a video for my church. I'm trying to show that we can have positive conversations about religion.
Great.
So I asked Noah, what do you think happens after this life?
Yeah.
So
And it's a great question, because so many people have so many different ideas about it.
Yeah.
And to me, it's not that it's not an interesting idea, it's just that I'd much rather spend my time focusing on the effective change that I can make in even very small ways in this life.
Now, do you feel like you have a soul that would continue on to, like you'll be existent after you die, or?
I would consider myself a more scientific and less religious-based sort of brain. So in the spirit of energy cannot be created or destroyed, I believe that we're all part of this collective energy on Earth, and that's a really powerful idea to me.
Yeah, but as far as if you're part of that energy, it's kind of like water joining the sea. It's like you just kind of lose your individuality, like after we die.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't feel like I need to be saved. I don't feel like any human being is inherently evil. I feel like we all have something to offer this world.
Yeah.
And at our very best, we offer quite a bit.
Do you would you say you believe in God or a higher power of some sort? Or?
I would not.
So when you say you're Jewish and a kosher, how does that fit in? Like, I'm aware of Orthodox Jews.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
Are you part of that?
I did not grow up Orthodox Jew. I didn't have to wear the black suits and the hats. It was a little less extreme than that. Although I did grow up in a community where a lot of those people were around all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have some feelings about Orthodox Jews as well, because if you don't look like them, they don't really communicate with you very much.
Kind of shun.
And to me that is completely in opposition with the love thy neighbor idea, which I think is a great one.
Yeah. And so as far as would you say you represent the views of the rest of your community that you grew up in, as far as does God exist or that sort of thing? I'm trying to picture how do they. I'm imagining in synagogue they teach the stories of the Bible.
Absolutely. Yep.
But more as, so I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
they do teach the stories of the Old Testament, and discourse is encouraged. Before my father became Jewish, he was in seminary, and he wanted to debate. He wanted to ask a lot of questions, and they threw him out. And then he converted to Judaism. So to me, that was pretty telling about certain.
So you could debate on their terms, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Like certain groups within Catholicism, they want you to learn the rules and abide by them, as opposed to like maybe have a positive discourse about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was thrown out of his seminary.
Correct.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was thinking he was thrown out of. Okay.
Not for being disrespectful, but for wanting to engage in honest, open debate.
Yeah, and I've had these kind of conversations with a lot of say people that grew up Catholic, and the minute they started asking questions, like in grammar school,
Yeah.
they were discouraged. They were looked down upon as rebels. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
just
And I don't
accepted.
feel like that has to be. I mean,
So you feel like you've grown up in a tradition where the debate is welcome and
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're allowed to have different ideas, and you're encouraged to explore them together and find common ground. And what there are so many people in this world that would benefit so much from just listening
Yeah.
and realizing that we can definitely all find common ground.
Now, I don't want to. I hope this isn't insulting, but it shouldn't be. It's not meant this way. Would you be any different than an atheist as far as like your beliefs? You know?
That's I'm not really interested in
Labeling.
myself, agnostic, atheist,
I get it.
Reformed Jew, like, yeah, whatever. I'm a person, and I love other people, and I've got energy that I'm willing to put into this life, and I feel great about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's my answer.
Well, I want to respect your time. I'd love to talk more, but
Yeah.
I'll show you my.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
the
tell me
link to my
what your
channel.
YouTube.
Well, here I got it.
You got a card or something?
Yeah.
Great.
And I usually in the description or in the what do they call it? Introduction to the video.
Mm-hmm.
In all the videos, I usually have written something about the conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
so there's the channel
Great.
right there.
Cool.
And that's my card for my church. But
Fantastic. Hey, thanks for your
so-
time, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know shopping would be so interesting today.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm shopping too, and this becomes kind of like an adventure.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Never know who you might run into.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Cool.
So, all right. Take
All
care.
right.
God
Peace
bless.
to you and yours, man.
Thank you.